All week, we are bringing you the results of our exclusive WRAL News Poll conducted by SurveyUSA.
And tonight, brand new results on what you think about how LGBTQ issues are handled in our schools.
From the Legislative Building, WRAL's Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie reports the results are politically divided.
Earlier this year, the Republican State Senate passed a bill that would have required any public school employee to inform a student's parents if that student confided in them about their sexual orientation. We asked 1,100 people around the state whether they would support that. A plurality said no. 45% of respondents say they're opposed to the idea. 38% said they support it, and 18% weren't sure. The partisan division was stark. 53% of Republicans said schools should be required to inform parents, compared to 33% who said they should not. Democrats were almost the opposite. 31% in favor, but 55% against. Independent voters were closer to the Democrats on this issue. 1/3 supported it, but nearly half said no. Chris Cooper leads the political science department at Western Carolina.
The unaffiliated voters did not seem to be on board with this idea. And again, these are not all swing voters, but most of the swing voters are in that category. So as we're trying to understand electoral politics or just the future of North Carolina politics, that's the group we want to look at. That's the group that's much more unpredictable.
Another section of the same bill would ban teachers in kindergarten through 3rd grade from teaching about sexual orientation or gender identity. We asked whether respondents would support that. A plurality said yes. 47% said they would strongly or somewhat support a ban, while 36% would strongly or somewhat oppose it. 16% weren't sure. Again, the partisan divide here is striking. 64% of Republicans favor such a ban, with 27% opposed. But for Democrats, only 1/3 support it, while 47% oppose it. On this issue, independent voters are closer to the GOP, with half supporting a ban and 35% against it. The bill this year died in committee after the House chose not to take it up. Cooper said he wouldn't be surprised to see it come back next year, especially if Republicans win enough seats to override a likely veto by Democratic Governor Roy Cooper.
If they do get the supermajority, my guess is polling like this will change a bit of the content around the edges of these kinds of bills. So there's the institutional question of supermajorities, and then there's the political question of how far can they push it and not lose unaffiliated voters for the future.
And we also asked people's opinion about gun control laws. We'll bring you those results tomorrow night at 5:30. Laura Leslie, WRAL News, Raleigh.